Hey parents. All right. Good evening. I'm coming at you guys with a little video newsletter action. I know that especially with those of you that have several kids, getting all these emails and trying to read through these emails and understanding what us parents or what us teachers are trying to explain to you can be a little overwhelming and at times confusing, especially if we're not being very clear. All right, so I'm going to try out this video newsletter thing with you guys and see if it helps out, especially because when I'm telling you guys to go do things, I can show you on my computer. All right, so I'm starting here on our classroom website. I just wanted to remind you guys that that website is there and that we also have that student parent portal with links and stuff to our Google Classroom, different websites, Google Meet. I'll try and see if I can put these video newsletters on the newsletter tab. And then I did link there the Edgenuity on here so that when you guys click on Edgenuity, either the kids or you, that it should go to where you guys need to be for logging in. I'm also going to put that on our Google Classroom. When we use Edgenuity, like tomorrow, we're going to be starting Edgenuity. I'm going to put the link there for the kids to make it nice and easy. All right, so for Edgenuity, I went ahead and entered in all the kids for Edgenuity. And so what I was told is it was supposed to send the parents an email with the parent login information, and I thought it was also supposed to send the student. I guess it did not send the student. I'm not really sure what I did wrong or if I misunderstood, so I apologize to any of you for that miscommunication on my part. So as long as you guys got the parent login information, perfect. If you did not get your parent login information emailed to you, please let me know and I can get it for you and email it to you. As far as the student login information goes, I'm going to walk all the students through how to do that on Monday, tomorrow. So I'm going to try and walk them through step by step. The student login information for them, for their username, it is going to be all lowercase, APS, like Albuquerque Public Schools, APS, and then their student ID number, whether it's that 9800 number or if their student ID is 9701 or whatever. So it's APS and their student ID number. And then every student, I set their password as their first name with the first letter as a capital. So if it was for me, my password would be Stephanie with a capital S. Okay? All right. This week we're going to be only rolling out for Edgenuity English language arts, so like the reading writing portion. I'm hoping to add in the math portion next week. Students will still have math this week. It's just not going to be through Edgenuity. Their math will be all on Google Classroom, and I will show that to them tomorrow. So we'll be going to Edgenuity in the morning and working on Edgenuity in the morning. And then we will be going to Google Classroom and working with the math in the classroom. And this week they're doing what I'm doing for math all week is they're only going to have about 3 slides every week that they have to complete. And they are actually back to school math centers for 4th grade, and they review all the 3rd grade concepts to kind of help me gauge what the kids kind of remember from 3rd grade, what they don't know, or maybe even what they weren't taught. So, okay. So that's what we're going to be doing for math. I am going to also on our Google Classroom for any students who finish early or need extra things to do, I'm going to try to find some extension activities for students to do, whether it's going to play Prodigy. I'm going to download some, I have found some virtual field trips that are pretty cool with like some science aspects to them. So that should be fun. So they can do that. Let's see. My next item on that I need to discuss for you guys is I had to get after the kids a little bit on Friday morning. because some of the kids are still thinking that they're in the same mind frame that they were back when we had school in the spring, at distance learning, and there wasn't any grades being taken, and that it was still that everything was optional. So I would really appreciate if you guys could reinforce with your students or your children at home that the work that I am assigning is not optional. It is mandatory. I am taking attendance. Attendance is not only based on who shows up to the Google Meets, like our virtual meetings, but attendance is also based on who, when we're not live and in virtual meetings, who's doing the work, because that's part of the attendance too. That's their independent work. So they need to be doing the work to also be counted for attendance. Also, the assignments that I assign for the students are worth a grade. And I tried to explain to the students that when we're in the classroom, it's very different. I can be walking around the classroom and I can see if Johnny knows this math concept or not by our interactions, by our talking, by us working together. However, with this virtual model, I hate to say this, but the only way I can see whether Johnny understands this math concept or not is the work that he's turning back into me. By his work being correct, incorrect, or what. That's the only way. So please reinforce with your students that the work is not optional. It is graded and it is part of their attendance. All right. The next thing I want to let you guys know is I had a lot of emails last week, and I'm sorry if I didn't get back to you, some of you over the weekend. I did tell the students briefly on Friday before we locked out, but my grandfather had passed away last weekend, and so this weekend I had to go out of town for that. We were unable to have a funeral due to COVID, but I still had to go home, and we did a small family gathering. So I apologize if I did not get back to any of you. Okay, to add the library in, last week on Friday, I asked students to join their library class if they could. So I kind of gave directions here. I said, go to your class tab, which is this tab up here in the upper left-hand corner. Click on the classes, and I'm just going to copy this real quick. Okay, and I said click on here, click on classes. That should log them out of our Google Classroom and take them basically to their home screen, okay? As you can see, I have lots of classes I'm a part of. They will probably only see Mrs. Gonzalez. Okay, I may even have some students join Miss Rosso's class. She's an educational assistant in our classroom, so like another teacher that works with us. Anyways, then on the directions, I said to go click the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. That's this plus sign right here, and they would click join class, and this would pop up, and it would ask for a class code, and that's where they would type in that class code that I gave for library and click join. And after that, they would then go into Mrs. Dillon's library world. And in here, Mrs. Dillon is going to be posting some videos and different things for your children. You can view all your work, your classwork that they've done. She'll post some videos. But she will be posting some different things. She's going to be posting some different read alouds. Like last year in the spring, she even had posted some read alouds throughout the spring of the principal doing read alouds and stuff. So it's definitely a great class. So once again, when you want to switch classes, you're going to go up to this 3-bar menu over here. You're going to click class. And that's where you're going to see all your different classes, okay? And then you can, the kids can bounce around and join the different classes. All right. So I guess for action items for you guys on this thing, and I'm sorry I've almost taken up 10 minutes. That's really way too long. I didn't want it to be this long. Is my 2 action items for you guys is please email me if you have any other questions or need help with something, and I will try to do it in this video avenue for you if that works for you to show you. And my second thing is if you did not receive your email with the parent Annuity login, please email me and let me know that. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'm so excited for week 2. I will talk to you guys soon.